Hello everyone, my name is Rob, I'm from the Insane Gamers, and this is number 66 of Need to Be Must 1 2005, and I know this technically should be 65, it should be a continuation, because last episode the controller died. But now look, I have a controller that apparently only has three bars, which is weird considering I charged the controller up completely, but that's, oops, oh well. We're going to do the other races that we missed. That was the one that we were in the middle when the controller died, so we're going to do that first. Then we're going to do this drag race, and then we're going to do that sprint race. So let's do this circuit race. And I have no idea what I'm going to talk about in this episode. Well, we got a Porsche. No, that's a Corvette. Two Corvettes and a Lamborghini. That guy probably swerved for his life there. I mean, all these vehicles heading straight for him. I think I would. Oh, this is 3 laps. Okay. This is interesting. Also, we're not winning at the moment. We are in second. Ramming into everyone because, well, it's easier, I guess. We are now in the lead, though, which is good. We do have the problem of actually trying to get around corners at such a high speed. That is kind of difficult to do. And of course, this is a reverse of the track that we did firstly, like in the first part of that episode. And what I'm rendering, oh by the way, I should have mentioned it in that video. I was thinking of doing it, but I forgot to. The past 2 videos now then, so that Need for Speed video and the Classic Insane Gamers video were rendered in a different kind of MP4 container. Sony AVC MP4, which is essentially what Blu-rays are encoded in. Pretty much. There's a few like different details, but in the encoding. But most you know, most people would upload well, most renderers, like when they're editing, would render in MP4. That's understandable, but they would render in I believe it's, well, it's MP. Well, it's hard to describe. H264. And it's very good encoder. It's compatible with pretty much everything. But the problem with it is well, it takes forever to render. Well, it's much quicker than WMV. Yeah, WMV, which is what Windows Movie Maker used to do it in. And you can render at that and everything, but it's much easier to MP4 is quicker than H264. That is quicker than WMV, but the problem is that it was the episode on Tuesday. Not Tuesday, Wednesday. The one before, the one that was 25 minutes long. That took an hour to render on my PC for some reason. Using H264, and it just annoys me. And I have I mean, the graphics card on my PC, it's nothing great, but it's good, and, well, it was good for when I got my PC about 3 years ago. It was medium spec at that time, so it's probably low spec now, but a lot of people that do this, that just do console games, and we do a couple of PC games, obviously. We do American Truck Simulator, so of course you have to have a graphics card for stuff like that. But a lot of people, if they just do console stuff, they just render using the CPU. They don't have a graphics card in their PC. You can still buy PCs nowadays that don't even have graphics cards in them. And I know you should build your own, but I've gone through this on Euro Truck videos before. I got mine I bought mine in a big box electronics store because they had this like build a PC thing kind of going on. They were test marketing it in the UK. My area is generally a hotbed for test marketing. If you want to, because essentially we have the exact demographics, or pretty much the exact demographics of the country, but it's squeezed in this small area, so it's just easier for companies to test market here and then split it across the entire country, like expand it to the entire country when it's done. So they did this thing and it didn't really work very well, but you just bought the PC, and if you know, for like an additional 50 quid you could like update a few things, like the graphics card and the CPU, and it didn't matter how much it cost extra. Like if you bought them separately, they would have just done it all for 50 quid, which is what I did with this PC. I'm losing control of this car. That's what I did because it made sense to do that. And now I'm losing, which is annoying. But he crashed into the invisible barrier. They all are, I think. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go across this shortcut. Where was it? What was the time? I was, I've managed to forget my conversation. That's great. You know when you lose track of something because you're concentrating on the game? Yeah, I've managed to... Oh yeah, the MP4 encoding. The PC used to be quite good, and it's still reasonably okay, but it just takes forever to render in that, and I have no idea why. So I was like, there's this other MP4 container. I'm gonna render in that. I have no idea what that's gonna be like. I mean, it'll be, it's MP4. It might be the exact same. It might be longer. But I was like, well, this is what Blu-rays use, right? So they want to like get that encoded quickly, so they can like slap onto, like, so they can take it to the replication plant and slap it onto the disc. Like, this is professional stuff. It's designed for heavy duty equipment. I'm surprised if my PC will be able to do it. Like, I guarantee it will take like twice as long, is what I thought. And no, it doesn't. It takes half the amount of time of the length of the video to render, which is great. I can add like effects and shit on the thing as well. I was testing this out. Like, I could in one of the episodes of the last day, I had like this opening, and it bogged the computer down when it was rendering it, because it was having to add like 5 different effects all into the same video clip. Well, this thing was just, I did the same. I opened up that folder. What folder? Yeah. It was in a folder, so technically I opened up that folder. I opened up the project and I rendered that bit just to see what it would do, and it didn't care. The only problem is when I upload to YouTube, is it takes slightly longer for it to turn HD when YouTube processes it. I'm assuming because YouTube is like, well, it's MP4. I'm trying to technically convert it to the right format. And YouTube is like, this is not a format we can technically accept. It's fine. They accept it anyway, but it's like, there may be audio visual, the sync may go off on it, the synchronization, which I noticed. So if something like that happens, do let me know. But it seems to be fine, and it's much better. You might be able to get more content out. I used to love when I was able to do 2 videos with what was it? With Rob vs PS2. I used to love doing 2 videos with that. Oh shit. Oh, if I remember, this is a pain in the arse, this one. Yep, this one's definitely a pain in the arse. This course. But I expected it would be. I mean, we're right close to the end now, aren't we? Why do I want to be there? I want to be there. Now switch back over. Right, we want to be all the way to the left here. Over here. Full nitrous. And across the line. We did that second go. I was going to say first go. No, it was not. It was the second go. But that was pretty good. Right, now we're going to do this. We may get instant level 5 cops at the end, like we did on the other one, but I don't know about that. Also, that guy's in a in a BMW M3, which I guess this means that, well, I guess it makes sense for the you know what I think it is. It's a weird thing. It's a I used to have 2 copies of this game. I used to have the regular version and the Black Edition on PS2, because the Black Edition was the only way you could get the PS2 was the only way to get the Black Edition in Europe. But you know, in the US it was released everywhere, and I don't think it was released as DLC on the Xbox Live Store for the 360. I wish it was. And if this game ever does go backwards compatible, please EA release the Black Edition stuff as DLC. But that had Turkish cars in it. It had well, actually, it had a lot more. It had a few that you could only access in, like, what's the mode? I can't remember the I managed to forget, like, terms, you know, words. Great. I'm just really tired. Free play mode, whatever the hell it's called. You know, where you can multiplayer. Well, not multiplayer, but split screen and, like, quick race. That's quick race. How could I forget that? You know, the one where you can, like, set up yourself, but you don't have to go through campaign. I guess it's more custom race, because you could, like, choose your car and stuff. Quick race would be, it just chooses a random car and does that. But there was a bunch of extra cars that you could do there, and there was 2 extra ones for Korea. I think you could access them in Korea, I could be wrong. But one of them was BMW M3 GTR, a stock one. I mean, you can access this obviously in Korea. Once you beat the game, you have access to the BMW, but you can't buy it in the store. And there was also a Camaro SS, which was one of the starter cars in Carbon. So that was, I think it was a starter car in Carbon, right? If it wasn't a starter car, it was one of the early cars that you could get in the game. Which I don't know if I'm going to start Carbon after this. I mean, this is taking forever, so I doubt it, but... Great, now I have the cops after me. I mean, that's not, like, late. This isn't unsynced or something. It's just that... Why did they go through here? Of course we're in the trailer park. This is kind of where the race went. What the hell? I hit an invisible barrier because... game, I guess. I hate the fact that, like, some areas... the map is destroyed. Like, the map... I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Like... They've just got, like... The pixels are off slightly. I guess it's kind of an issue because it's HD as well, and that was a new thing, I guess. I only have level 1 cops as well, so this should be easy to escape from, I guess. Well. So you hit, like, invisible barriers. It's just stupid. This is an oil refinery? lost me, really? Oh no. Oh no. If I get busted because of that, that would be stupid. How did that even happen? The problem is this car now has so much power, it's pretty much worthless trying to get away from these cops, because as soon as you slow down, you like lose everything. You have no... I haven't been down here in ages. I can't believe I'm going to a hiding spot just to get rid of this cooldown. I mean, it's the level 1 cops, but the problem is you have a car that has so much power that if you get stuck, you can't escape from them that well. Anyway, we've now done all the races needed, so next episode we're going to do the milestone and bounty. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Rob, been from the Games, and ta-ra!